1, 2, 3, come on!
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Alan. Let me try to get this up here. I'm doing Roz's original tag. The tag made for me, big time. And her link below to her video, go watch that please, featuring Alfred, her son. Always cool to see him. And I kind of like, I can see what you're doing, Roz. You're getting Alf to, he's going to be starting his own channel soon. I don't need my crystal ball or tarot deck to predict that. And I remember when Roz wasn't a creator either, just her daughter Matilda, Tilly, and that. And then Roz was a constant commenter. I call them my friends, like Lillian and Patrice. And so let's get into this really cool tag. And I'm going to tag 10 people, and that was hard for me because Roz tagged all my friends. So let's get into this good tag. First off the bat, you know, question one: are you almost never a rereader, or are you almost always a rereader? And I'm almost always. And just going right into question two: has that changed over your reading life? And not really, not really. I'm going to repeat myself in the fact that I've talked about this in other videos, but I'm glad to talk about it again. Ever since I was a wee lad, you know, just getting into junior high school and that, I like theater and I like Shakespeare. We had a cool basement growing up in Toledo, Ohio. Billiards, pinball machines, foosball, air hockey, couches, a poker table, full bar, Guinness, he'd switch it out. My father, beer on tap in a refrigerator through the wall. What else? Pachinko machines. But I would get the text for Shakespeare and get the video tapes, because we had a TV in that, phone, and then the other room was a workshop. But so I would get the videotape and the text of like Sir Derek Jacobi doing Hamlet, and I would drink my father's Guinness and watch that and reread it over. Books like Huckleberry Finn, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, I've read like 3 or 4 times, and reading it just a few months ago. I was having a buddy read with that. Books like, well, notice my shirt, my Joy shirt. Books like Catcher in the Rye, Roz mentioned me directly, and the fact that when she reread it, she was found him tiresome. And I mean, I agree too in the reread. And I've read this probably 3 or 4 times. I read A Clockwork Orange. I've read that several times, not for probably over a decade. We're into hashtag Faulkner August 2020. I've read this probably only 3 or 4 times, but with the essays and articles on it. And I've reread Thomas Pynchon, Gravity's Rainbow, twice. Ready to reread that again. Ready to reread Against the Day. Oh, I think I took it back to my storage. I did, yeah. I was going to show you my annotations on that. But we're going to go to question 3 instead. When do you reread? Immediately after finishing a novel, or do you wait till years later? And here Alf had a good comment about, and I think I might have done this, I can't remember the particular book, but you know, you're reading a great book and you're almost going to get to the end and you go, okay, I'm going to start over and read that, like a good mystery or something. I know I've done that, but I am totally guilty of like plowing through a book real fast, coming to the end and not wanting to finish it. And Appointment in Samara, I'm guilty of that. I'm just right at the very end. This is so well written, and it ties into J.D. Salinger in that, and many other novelists of a club of the first novels. They hit it like out of the park. But let's see. To answer the question, I wait till like years later, or Ulysses. I'll dip into it probably, at least once, twice, 3, 4 times a year. Finnegan's Wake too. Or I reread like a nonfiction, like a tarot book. Now this is the Tarot de Marseille, which I'm very familiar with, but I haven't worked with it in a long time, so I've got a brand new deck. And I've read this book before. In front, he's the late great Ben Dove. He's on YouTube a lot too. Four, why do you reread books? Well, you know, to learn more. And Roz mentioned poetry in her video. You know, how many times have I read Yeats, different poems by Yeats, you know, Sailing to Byzantium, or when you grow old, or The Second Coming, or Under Ben Bulbin, or you know, or my favorite poems, Elizabeth Bishop's One Art. So I just learned to get more. You know, I'm educated in that, but I'm not all that smart. I have to reread a lot, hence I reread with audio sometimes, but always with the text in front of me. You know, if I drove, I might listen to a Stephen King novel or something like that, but if I listen to audio, I generally have text in front of me. I do that with Pinch Unlock. How do you reread? Faster, slower, just the best bits? Probably slower, and maybe what I was rambling about the audio, that kind of answers that too. How do I reread? I'll shake it up. Well, that just got kind of boring. So I look at rereading like I do at music, like playing guitar or harmonica. It's practice. The more you practice music, the better you get. The more you practice the same song and go over the same song over and over, the more nuances you get, and the more secrets you find in music as in rereading. Now back to the scheduled program. 6. Who or what do you reread the most? I think I probably answered that one too. You know, Joyce, Pynchon, Dante. That keeps me busy enough. 7. Is there a book you found better when you reread it? Yeah, all the above. That's why I keep reading them. And 8, one that was worse when I reread it. I take Roz's point that Holden is tiresome, and when you reread it, I mean, I just get a kick out of going back and thinking when I was 16 and Holden's 16 in New York City on his own, ordering cocktails, trying to be suave and getting drunk, and just So in my reread of this, I've kind of stopped short too. Well, not kind of. I've stopped at chapter 20, and there's 25 chapters in there. So I'm just back with he's with Phoebe, his sister, who's just a fun character. But he does get tiresome, and all the repeated words and the goddams and goddamn this. Which book have you read the most? I've already answered that. Finnegan's Wake, Ulysses. So tag some people. Here's what I'm excited about. And I don't know why I have this. I read new books too. This is relatively new. I'm looking forward to reading this. James Patterson, oh Bubba. My dad sent me this. He liked it. My dad read this and sent it to me. So this will be a weekend read. Okay, I tagged some people. I'm going to tag Noah from Everyone Who Reads It Must Converse. I'm going to tag Hannah from Hannah's Books. I'm going to tag Celia from Celia. Hi, Celia. I'm going to tag Linda from the Book Lady. I'm going to tag Sonia from The Enthusiastic Reader. I'm going to tag Amy from The Dusty Bookshelf. I'm going to tag Ramsey from Rajathan. I'm going to tag Julie from The Hungry Bookworm. She's an active booktuber. I like her channel a lot. And I'm going to tag Alex Black, and I'm going to have to track her down and say, she does tags, and she's a voracious reader, busy too, but I haven't heard from Alex Black. Alex Black reads. Looking forward, let's make this tag go viral. Thank you for the original tag, Roz. Thank you for tagging me. Till then, I remain yours.
1, 2,